I realized that I haven't done an introduction video since I started the Literature of Science course about my own background. So real quickly, so my bachelor's is in neuroscience from Pitzer College of the Claremont Colleges, and I did my science training at Keck Joint Science. And you might wonder, if you're really into neuroscience, why I identify as a cellular neuroscientist, but I talk a lot about cognitive science. I am actually both. I've had people tell me that doesn't exist, but that's an example of confirmation bias because I do exist. And some people think that I just suddenly switched to computer science and bioinformatics randomly, but that's because they're not understanding my background in cognitive neuroscience, which goes back to the early 2000s. So in my neuroscience program in the early 2000s, well, mid 2000s anyways, 2006 ish. In my neuroscience program, first of all, having a bachelor's in neuroscience was very rare at the time, which also meant that when I started getting back into the field, people didn't believe that I had a degree in neuroscience. There sure is a lot of confirmation bias going around. I wonder if there's anything else about me that could have some influence on how many people don't believe that I have the qualifications that I do. But it seems like now is a good time to talk about all of that. So in my undergraduate program, the first neuroscience course was a survey where we learned about the different schools of thought, which are often vying, competing, not completely compatible. In neuroscience, we learned a lot about the history. It was this wild crash course, very intense, and I decided that I needed to learn more about both sides of it. And I came to the conclusion, after taking a lot of courses and doing some research in cognitive neuroscience and psychology, and doing some courses and research in cellular neuroscience, that I saw us moving to a point that to be really proficient in neuroscience, you would need to be proficient in both fields, which have historically been taught as separate, and we are at that moment today. So that's just a little bit about my background.